something which we call the social media release. I talked earlier about search optimized information. So it follows that what you really need to do is to get the information across to journalists without spamming them, without sending it to them, without them getting cheesed off with the fact that you're sending them stuff that they don't really want. So we need to use the search engines, and we need to use the Web 2.0 tools to get this information across to them. So how do we do it? Well, we'll write something which is a social media release. At the moment, what I've got there is a website that's search optimized, and we'll call that our social media release. But any pictures that go on there will be held on another social media network, like Flickr, or videos will be held on YouTube. And we will bookmark the content and all the metadata onto Delicious. I've now got 3 sites, 3 more sites, and presence on the internet with links back to that social media release. So I'm starting to get more optimized. And I can start to build the channels that these things go into, and hopefully we'll get people following the Delicious. Hopefully we'll get people following the Flickr group and following the YouTube channel. And the idea is to pass this information to what's called news aggregators, who aggregate the news and present it as their own, like Yahoo or Google News or wherever. Obviously, I still want to get to How Do magazine or some local press, and I might have to email the content or convince the editors that they can actually pick up news content via RSS feed via my social media release. Are you with me? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to link that release any way I can, all over the internet. Okay? So, what is a release then? It allows you to write search optimized media, multimedia releases. So you can have videos, pictures, sound, podcasts, all available for the editors. It can be syndicated, and you can create your own social networks of that content. So this is KMP's press room. We built this technology, so it's a bit of a plug. We've got 5 PR agencies using it. It's hard work though, it's hard work. So we've decided after 6 months trying to sell to PR agencies to say, sod it, we'll buy PR agencies and we'll start doing social media ourselves. Because the take-up isn't fast enough. I'm looking in that direction. Okay, so what is it then? I'll just summarise. It's a website called Press Room, which is a press room. And obviously you put your press on there, and you've got key contacts that you want to influence. And it would be great if they could take that information via an RSS feed, but you might have to email it to them. When you put information on Press Room, it sits on separate social network sites, which enhances the search optimization of that information. Once you've actually got it there, you can port it through to social networks where your social network site is. So if you've got a Facebook site, you can make sure you've got news releases coming through. You've got a website, same, and you can then produce links in the internet to actually drive people back to the press room, and you can then direct from the press room to your own website or your transactional site or whatever you want to do. So it's about producing your own network. Now, it doesn't have to be a press release. It can be anything. So the concept is a networked microsite that's search optimized so that editors, customers, stakeholders can find it across the net easily. Right, 4 things to take away. Start listening and stop shouting. Engage your customers appropriately. Look for syndication and distribution. And this is I try and say this to clients, you've got to look for a return of involvement, not just a return on investment.